I wanted to make a quick class on headstand. I realize this is a big pose for a lot of people. It was a big pose for me. I started taking my headstand probably about 3 years ago. I started on a wall and then I progressed to coming off the wall and taking different variations. So I want to show 3 variations today for headstand. First one being on a wall. Second, coming off the wall, and then another way to engage the core. So to take a proper headstand requires quite a bit of core strength and shoulder strength. I didn't have that when I started taking my headstand. That came over time. So I'll start today on a wall and show you guys how to do that at home. Practicing on a wall has different opinions. So for me, it was really helpful to get the feeling of being upside down, since that can be kind of a shock to the system. And then I built up the strength as time went on. So feel free to kind of start wherever you like. If you're brand new to taking headstand, I definitely recommend having a wall or being on carpet or having blankets in front of you in the instance that you do fall. Falling is part of, arm poses. I've fallen many times and learned that I will be okay. You will know that if you have neck or back problems, headstand is not recommended for you. So please be careful. Take our first variation of headstand. Against the wall, we're going to start similar to our dolphin pose. So forearms are going to come to the mat. Shoulders are over the elbows and our palms are interlaced. So our thumbs are on top of the interlace, and there's almost like you could hold a little ball or an egg in your hands and it would be safe. So imagine that. You can come as close to the wall as you like. The closer you are to the wall, the less arching you'll have in your back, which is a downside to using a wall, as you don't want to get used to that arch in your back in a headstand, since that can allow you to kind of topple over. So we'll start today. We'll plant the crown of the head, which is from the ears to the top of the head. So that's going to plant in between the arms. There shouldn't be a ton of pressure on the head, since most of your forearms are going to take the weight of your body. Go ahead, tuck your toes, and start to walk your feet in as close as you can. Once you're as close as possible, shift onto those tippy toes, so much that your back starts to become flat and you can lift one leg. Then the other leg can start to kick up. You can allow the pressure to come onto the wall to support you. Or if you're feeling good, you can float the legs up and a little forward. But you can really see the difference. When I was on the wall, I had some arching. As when my legs are forward, the back is flat. So we're going to take our second variation of headstand. Coming off the wall, one knee is going to tuck in. So only one leg is going to rise up. This helps you to not topple over. So you won't kind of have like you're in your headstand and you're falling forward. This will help you to kind of stabilize before bringing that second leg up. So we'll start the same way. Forearms are going to plant. Find that egg shape in the hands. Thumbs are on top. Crown of the head plants. We're going to tuck our toes. Walk the feet in. Shift forward on the toes so that we find a flat back. One leg lifts. And then our second leg is going to float up. So knee into the chest. And if that feels good, it can meet your other leg up there. Think about keeping the legs a little forward so you have some core engagement. Try to not have the arching in the spine. And when you're ready, try to come out the same way you came in, knee to chest, and gently land down. So we're going to take our third variation, which will require a block. We're going to set up similarly to the last two. This way does require a bit more core strength, but we're going to just pull both of the knees into the chest versus just one. So we're going to take more of an egg shape with the body. So go ahead, scoot that block in between your shins and your feet. We're going to plant the forearms, same as before. You can stay near a wall here if you'd like, just to have it be your crash pad, or have blankets in front of you. Go ahead and plant the crown of your head in between the forearms. And we're going to tuck our toes under and walk so far in that we find our feet on that block. One knee is going to come to the chest, and the second knee will follow. So our knees are in our chest. You can really feel your core turn on. Your spine should be nice and flat here. If that feels good, one leg can extend, and then the other can meet it up there for your full headstand. Then coming out the same way we came in, feet to that block, and then down to the ground. Nice work. Let me know if you've tried any of these variations before, which you prefer. Again, I think a wall is a great resource, but do what feels good for you. Namaste.